I'll be teaching you guys about schema, unlocking students' understanding.
Okay.
Next slide, please. My purpose of this slideshow is to deepen educators' understanding of schema theory and explore strategies to activate and build upon students' prior knowledge to improve critical thinking, problem solving, and comprehension skills. So what is schema? Schema is a mental framework or background knowledge that helps us understand new information. But in simple terms, schema is a way our brain processes and organizes information into different categories. So 3 examples of schema. One would be something that can help you all. If you're an iPhone user and somebody puts an Android in your hand, you're not going to exactly know how to work it, but because of your schema from knowing how to use a phone, you will already know the logistics of the technology. And that's where your schema comes in and helps you remember. So for another example, if a student with schema knows about fairy tales, you would know to expect once upon a time and a happily ever after. And then the last one is when a surgeon is performing surgeries, schema allows that surgeon to know the medical tools necessary to save a life. So, okay, and this is a short, this is a like 5-minute video that I have explaining it further. And I'm going to pass out sticky notes. I want you guys to write down.
Schema theory, a foundational concept in cognitive psychology, explains how knowledge is organized and retrieved. Proposed by British psychologist Frederick Bartlett in 1932, schema theory suggests that our brains use structured mental frameworks, or schemas, to process new information efficiently. Schemas act as cognitive shortcuts, helping us categorize and interpret vast amounts of data, making sense of complex environments and situations. Schemas develop from personal experiences, social interactions, and cultural background. They function by filtering incoming information based on what we already know, shaping perception and memory. For example, when encountering a new situation, such as dining at a restaurant, people rely on a schema for how this experience typically unfolds: entering, ordering, eating, and paying. This pre-existing knowledge allows quick adaptation without consciously processing every detail. Schemas are dynamic and evolve with experience. They are categorized into various types, such as event schemas, scripts for typical occurrences, like attending a lecture, role schemas, expectations of people's roles, like that of a teacher or parent, and self-schemas, one's perception of oneself, influencing behavior and self-esteem. These schemas are not rigid but adapt with new information, broadening or adjusting as we encounter new stimuli. In memory, schemas play a crucial role. They influence encoding, storage, and retrieval. When recalling an event, people often reconstruct memories, filling in gaps with schema-consistent details. This filling-in effect explains why memories are sometimes inaccurate. For example, individuals may misremember details of an event to fit their schemas, such as recalling a library setting as silent, even if it wasn't. Schema-driven memory errors highlight the reconstructive nature of memory, where the brain builds a coherent narrative rather than recalling precise details. Schemas also guide attention, focusing on schema-relevant information. This selective attention means that familiar schema elements are noticed while others may be ignored. This mechanism can lead to biases, as schemas make individuals less likely to notice information that conflicts with pre-existing beliefs. In learning, schema theory underscores the importance of prior knowledge. When teaching new concepts, educators often connect new information to students' existing schemas, facilitating comprehension and retention. For instance, in language acquisition, linking vocabulary to familiar concepts enhances learning speed and depth. By activating existing schemas, educators help students integrate new information meaningfully. Schemas also play a role in decision-making and social cognition. They affect how we interpret others' behavior, often through stereotypes, which are simplified schemas about groups. While schemas enable efficient thinking, they can also perpetuate stereotypes, leading to biased judgments. If you learn something new about how psychology affects our daily lives, then consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss the next episode. Until next time, stay sharp.
Okay, who would like to say one major takeaway? Okay. Mr. Lee, we'll go first. Yeah.
Yeah, who?
Tucker.
Miss Tucker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really got to bring it. I would say one of the things I took away from it is how predictable we are as human beings. Didn't really know what schema meant, and then I started thinking about how we do things a certain way every single day, no matter who's in the audience.
Yeah.
We walk in a room with kids, teacher mode takes over. We walk into a building with adults, adult mode takes over. So the predictability is, we don't appreciate it, that we are who we are. So I like that.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. You miss something?
So my takeaway was how schema, in our schema we take shortcuts, and it's all on our personal experiences. So then I thought about students, when you come in, you have a role to play when you come inside the building. And if you direct yourself to a different role that you're playing, it upsets your schema.
Yeah.
Okay? And so,
okay. Still going?
yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
okay, my fault. You want me to go?
No, you can go ahead.
Oh. And that's why it's important for like you guys as teachers, if you didn't know what schema is, you're learning about it now, and you can see how schema can put you in like biased or limited situations because you don't know how to like walk away from like already what you know. So it's important for teachers to try to stretch and expand students' schema, so it's like you won't always be categorized to what you know, and you can go further. That's one thing that is really important. And then, okay, next slide, please. Okay, I want you guys to take 30 seconds to analyze these photos on the screen. If you were to see this, you see this for the first time, what do you think is happening?
So I see like it's movies, watching maybe like something scary or something that you're nervous about.
Yeah. And how do you think you came to that conclusion?
Her hands, her response, her body language,
Yes.
actually seeing the popcorn being eaten, and then seeing the film.
And because
these are
it's schema.
these memories.
Yeah,
This is what's
schema.
already there in my schema.
It's your mind has pushed you to like kind of categorize, like you see this automatically, you know, like a scary movie because your schema, it organizes and pushes information into different categories so you can know different things about what you can have schemas about movies, but you can also have schema about games, school, photos, all of that because it's being categorized. Okay. Okay, next slide, please. So how schema supports learning? Schema allows learners to make predictions and educated guesses about a new situation based on prior situations. It also helps organize new information so it's connected to what we already know, and it provides a way for students to categorize and structure information. And it helps with reconstructive memory. Also, keep this word reconstructive memory in your minds. So I want somebody to try to quickly read this sentence right here.
That one on the right.
It doesn't matter in what order the letters in the word are, only that first and last letter are in the right place. The rest can be a total mess and you can still read it.
Okay. Now, notice the words are not, it's not in order, but schema allows you to know what is being said in a sentence, even if it's all discombobulated and stuff, because your schema knows what that word is. It knows the letters, it knows the order. So if the first and last letter are the same, it really doesn't matter. And that's basically how schema works. It helps you remember and know stuff. Next slide, please. So I told you guys to keep the word reconstructive memory in your mind. So what is reconstructive memory? Reconstructive memory is a theory that when we remember something, we don't recall it exactly as it happened. Instead, we build or reconstruct the memory using bits and information of our existing schema. So when students replay something, their mind doesn't, when students remember something, their minds don't replay it. They rebuild using what they already know. So if their schema is strong, they connect ideas and deepen understanding. If it's off, their schemas can accidentally fill in the blanks wrong. That's why it's important for teachers to help students build and adjust their schemas So memories or prior knowledge stick the right way. Next slide. Okay, and this is a survey. This is the end of my slideshow, and this is a survey that I want you all to do, basically asking a few questions.
I have a question.
Okay.
How long have you been practicing this?
Since like was this like the second or third week of school?
Because
Wow.
you're pretty damn good at
That was
speaking.
good.
Well, no, that's actually, I'm gonna correct you on that. We did these she worked on this at the end of September,
Okay.
but to run through the presentation, she did it twice.
Okay.
So-
I did it one time yesterday.
That's really good stuff.
She did a great job. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
You were amazing.
Isn't she? Yeah.
I have to say, I'm not predicting your future, but you sound like a little teacher over there for a minute. You know,
I was gonna say that.
yeah, like
You
you.
have a bright career in front of you.
Yeah,
So tomorrow, you do my bell ring tomorrow.
yeah.
And I would like
Hell, she gonna run all our grade level meetings from now.
from your presentation.
ILT, these.
I learned a lot about schema and students.
Okay.
And like, if Ms. Hughes would have gave me the same presentation, I personally would not have remembered what Ms. Hughes was talking about. But because you gave it and you made it sound personal to you as a student, it makes me understand, okay, that's schema. So when I see it in my classroom, I can say, okay, this is what you meant. So forever it will be matched with you
So
in
you
my
can, like,
schema.
y'all can remember this and like find ways to, I wouldn't say maybe connect with it at first in the classroom, but to recognize it. And if you can find ways to like connect with, deepen, or help students even understand or learn a schema, that's my purpose of coming here. So I would like you guys to keep that in mind.
Is there any way that you can share that with us?
Does
that
that
be
make
nice?
sense? Oh yeah, I can.
That's great, yeah.
I have it. I can put it in the chat.
Okay.
Great.
I want to know if I could take this home, because I need to show my wife the part about schema when you don't remember all the pieces and you remember it wrong. You know, because I'm always trying to win the arguments and I lose a lot of time.
I can.
And I could be like, your schema is off just a tad.
Here's her schema right here. Here's my schema right here.
Then I'm coming to live with one of you guys. Really, really good job, Corey. Give us some love, y'all.
That's
That's
good job. That's
I'll put this in the chat for you guys.
good. Tomorrow, we got my bell ring tomorrow. Serious.
So what was cool, we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
No.
And so we were talking, and I'm like, Missy's been working on something with her students.
Yeah.
I said, Kyrie is going to present. And like, okay,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Students of different topics?
No, so this is, I don't know if people know that we have like this tutoring class, right, that we're building. And so I had them look up schema, right, as like when they're supporting the students, maybe to help them access their schema. So I gave them a couple different readings and things to look at, and they did a great job. And they were like, oh man, I wish, like, a couple of the students were like, I wish teachers would do this with us, like activate our schemas. It would be, I wish we would have known this. I wish teachers would know this. And so I was like, you guys should present. You guys should share this knowledge that you want the teachers to know. So, but as we continue to they're building like a toolbox of how to support student learning. And, if you guys want, maybe they could take over our ILT sometime.
Absolutely.
The ILT presentations is the hope. And at the end of the year, they're gonna hopefully present, we're gonna collect data from when they start with the kids, and here's the skills that they needed to support the kids on the most, maybe just give some feedback and tips for the teachers for future planning based on what happens with the kids. So, and I thought this was let's practice, but they did such a great
This was
job.
good.
Yeah.
This was great.
Yeah.
I want to take her to my next PD
I
to
know.
present.
No, she
I know.
can definitely.
You can teach a lot of teachers a lot of things with this. You did a really good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also maybe do a presentation. You said they did these in classes, in your class, but I'm thinking to do it in, let's say in our history class, you could do it, come and do it like 10 minutes in each class.
If
some
anyone,
juniors
if
and
you want
seniors.
them, I mean, that's on the questionnaire.
Yeah, I just typed that literally in
You
there.
could, yeah, that would be great. And also, I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm not joking, but like, freshman team said the same thing. If you let Mr. Driscoll know that like, hey, maybe for PD, have more student
Yes.
blood.
Yeah.
We could have had you here Tuesday.
Yeah, this is
I know.
This was
Just for
Like,
food and lunch, man.
I'm thinking like, this is
amazing.
maybe too much, but like maybe not now, but like
not too much.
Yeah.
I
They were
think
really
it
good,
would be
Kyrie.
really
They were
powerful
really
to
good.
continue to have students do it.
Yes.
I would love that.
Oh yes.
This is one of my favorite PDs that I might have ever been to.
Yeah. And I recorded it.
And she gave
Oh,
us
wow, okay.
Great.
She
That's why I said
Big
favorite.
eagle eyes.
She gave us
Big eagle
Oh,
eyes.
yes, absolutely.
Well, hold on, Kyrie. I got to get a picture of you in front of this
Yeah.
to go with my awesome video. I'm going to have my kids chop up.
And I'm gonna also just,
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say that like I gave them like, make sure you include these three, like these 5 things, but I did not tell them like the content.
Oh, so they picked their topic.
No, it was schema, but like
Oh, okay.
from the learning, I was like, okay, make sure you have a definition, you have something that they can discuss and engage with, have a purpose of like, tell them why you're doing it. And that's it. This was all her. Like
This was dope.
this was
That's
all
awesome.
her.
That's
And for
awesome.
every
Yeah.
kid,
So
every
impressive.
group, yeah, like they really, this was theirs.
This was dope.
And
They
knocked it out of
decided
the
what
park.
videos, I just said keep it under 25, hit these things, and the purpose was completely theirs. It was great.
That was great.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you guys.
Money.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent job, yeah.
Thank you.
This